So in today's video, I'm going to be making a nano tank. I hope you guys enjoy the build and tell me what you think about it in the comments. So first thing I have going in the tank is a little layer of aragonite, and I'm only going to do about 3/4 of an inch. I'm also not going to put it in the front so we can see the sand in the front. I'm just going to put it in the back and kind of pile it up for some height. Okay. The next thing I'm going to put in is some aqua soil, and I like it a little bit wet so that it sticks and it doesn't, like, it kind of stays more where you want it. See how that piles up in the back? And then you don't have to worry about it falling down into the rest of your build. Now I'm putting in rocks and I'm trying to find a way that I like them. And then I'm gonna build up this aqua soil behind, and then that's what the plants are gonna go in. And then I'll put some like Anubias, Java fern, something like that back here, and then I'll put maybe some moss on the actual rocks. Yeah, you can. Now I'm gonna just put in a little piece of wood. This thing is like probably 5 inches long and probably like 3 inches tall. That's my estimate on it. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of super glue and glue it to a rock so it doesn't float. So I got stem plants here. I got one Java fern and a couple other stem plants. I'm gonna plant that in the foreground, and then I'm gonna get some moss, and I'm gonna put it in these cracks over here, and then this rock right there is just gonna stay out and open. But I'm gonna shove some moss in these cracks in those rocks. So since I don't have any tweezers, I'm just gonna be planting these by hand, and that might be a little bit of a problem. That looks good. Now I'm gonna plant those other stem plants and I'll record that. So I found tweezers, so that's good. They kind of suck though, so that's not good, but good. So this is a piece of moss, or Java moss, I think is what it's called, that I found. I'm gonna shove this in the crack right over here. So I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. So I found this piece of grass. It doesn't look the healthiest right now, but it should eventually grow in and be fine. But this is gonna give it a flowy effect on the top. And so I totally forgot to record me planting the plants, but what I did is I just put them where I thought they looked best, but I didn't try and make too much of a pattern. And yeah, it's gonna give the fish some cover that are, it's gonna have that overhang effect, and it's gonna be really nice once it grows in. So I just siphon in water to fill up the tanks. It goes slow, but it works. So this is it right after, and we just got done, and there's already a snail in here. But anyways, that's the light, that's the filter, and then this is the tank. Another part I forgot to mention is that that filter has been in another tank for 3 months, so it'll get that tank a jump start and look a lot better a lot quicker. And I'm gonna let it clear up, and I'll see you guys in a week. And this is the tank about, I think like 5 days after. Yeah, 5 sounds about right. It's all cleared up, looks pretty. It's just gonna have to wait for it to grow in. I'll make an update when it's all grown in, but I think it looks great. And all, I think I spent like $40, $50 maybe at most on this. And that's including the filter and the light. It really was cheap. And then if you haven't watched the video on the shell dwellers, I would go watch that. Making a lot of progress and doing a lot of their own kind of aquascaping and all that. But yeah, this tank looks good and I love it, and I would definitely recommend you guys to make a Nano tank.